Our good friend is here. Eric Boehlert from Media Matters for America, doing the Lord's work as usual.
Eric Boehlert. Eric Boehlert.
Let's dive into the right-wing world.
I don't know what that means.
Eric Boehlert from Media Matters, whom we love.
Boehlert.
Eric Boehlert, just your tweets about Dana Loesch are enough to read your Twitter feed. It's and Chris, you just got in a fight with Dana Loesch as well
over the
on Twitter.
weekend. Over the weekend, she got really, really screechy and emotional in her responses, and I just kept it on the level.
Well, that's because she knows that this is too much, even for Rush Limbaugh, right, Eric?
Yeah, I mean, his first reaction was something like, this went too far, or something like that. And then the next day, he sort of circled back and started attacking people for finding fault with it. But Rick Perry yesterday said, this was bad, they shouldn't have done it.
Yep.
And he also found a way to attack the Obama administration. But the idea that, Dana Loesch, I mean, she's so far out in no man's land, and this is sort of classic Andrew Breitbart pathology. I mean, she's an Andrew Breitbart creation. Instead of, apologizing or trying to explain what you say or anything remotely intelligent or common sense, it's straight to the screech and it's straight to the attack. They have now posted like 85, blog posts about Media Matters. A reference as if we made her say she wanted to drop trow and urinate on dead corpses.
Yeah. Well, you are good. You are a good provocateur, I must say. You wrote, note to Breitbart and Breitbart bloggers, if you haven't yet posted incoherent defense of Dana Loesch and her on corpse comments, please do so now. Yeah. and then you write, same question from this morning. If Dana Loesch is so proud of her drop towel Marine comments, why does she go on CNN and repeat them? And then your next post is, can't believe our luck. The entire Andrew Breitbart team on Twitter now defending Dana Loesch's whacked out drop towel comments.
That's what they do. That's what they do. They just sort of lash out and yell and scream and stomp their feet, and everyone else sort of looks at it like, what are they doing? It was interesting. We wrote about a week or two ago, there's this new money effort in D.C. to start this new conservative website. They want to match Center for American Progress. Mm-hmm. They want to match what Media Matters does and what Talking Points Memo and others have done, because they don't have anything on the right-wing blogosphere that anyone takes seriously. And all you have to do is watch Dana Loesch and her friends over the weekend in Breitbart, and you see why nobody takes them seriously.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of fascinating to watch. And I can't even tell you, I mean, if you talk about a Twitter feed, you should see the stuff I was getting over the weekend. Yeah. Like you were saying, I kept it pretty straightforward. I just wanted to keep digging this hole. And the tweets people were sending about, urinating and gay sex.
Yeah, I got the same things.
Do at night, and it is disgusting what they talk about. But this is what they do when they're cornered, and their lack of common sense and intelligence is on display for everyone to see.
Eric, I think this goes to the larger point that you always make so well, though. It's not the places you expect it, like right-wing radio and Fox News, but the fact that CNN has her as a contributor, the likes of her and Eric Erickson, I think it's this blatant suck-up to this Tea Party crowd where they kind of excuse this stuff.
And the Tea Party now is a complete joke. I mean, look what happened to their candidates in New Hampshire, which is supposed to be a Tea Party stronghold. I mean, as a political movement, it's a joke. It's interesting that there's a conservative think tank, the Illinois Policy Institute. They had invited Dana for a weekend event. They disinvited her over the weekend because of this. CNN did not want to distance itself. So you have a conservative think tank saying, we don't want to be associated with you, and then we have CNN saying, oh, no, it's fine.
Yeah, well, Eric, you've talked about this before, but it really is irritating that, Eric Erickson's, the Dana Loesch's of the world. I mean, CNN, a lot of CNN journalists, of course, were saying this is really embarrassing. They're associated with, and I'm racking my brain, but do they have a liberal commentator? I mean,
not the equivalent. I mean, they have liberals. They have people of stature and importance. Paul Begala, down in Brazil. People who have run national campaigns. People who have counseled sitting presidents. Dana has a radio show in that nobody listens to in the 22nd largest market in the country.
Yeah.
That is her claim to fame. She was supposed to be sort of this Tea Party founder. She has divorced herself from the Tea Party because she realizes it's it's so.
My point,
she has
Eric,
no
is
credentials to talk
right.
about national politics.
My point, Eric, is that for balance, I think CNN should hire some, wildly inappropriate and off the rails liberal.
You can't find any, though.
Yeah,
That's
Stephanie
the thing.
Miller.
They don't exist. There is no liberal Rush Limbaugh. There is no liberal Glenn Beck. There is
I could fill that void.
And thank God.
Yeah.
There's no liberal equivalent to these.
We have more intellectual thought on our side,
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.